Hey guys, just a quick video to show you one of my questions about the RMX-1000 VST plugin with Ableton Live, in particular recording automation with that plugin. So what I've got here, I've turned the RMX-1000 on, I've opened up Ableton Live, and I've just got a drum loop from a track loaded into the first audio track. So I'm going to drop on the VST. The first part of my question is, I noticed that the status light here hasn't come on. I don't know if it does this on the Mac, but with my version on Windows at least, I seem to have to turn the RMX-1000 off and back on again before the status will light up and I can use the hardware. But that's no biggie, so we'll move on. So what I want to do first is just show you something that does work as I'd expect, and then we'll go from there. So I'm just going to hit record, I'm going to move, play the loop, and I'm going to do a little bit of an echo at the end, and we'll see that it records the automation as you'd expect. So turn the echo effect on and move the dial up. Okay, so if I turn record off now, as we listen back, we can hear that it's recorded the automation. You can see the red line. Every time we loop through, we hear that echo. All good. Now, what I can't quite fathom is how to do the same thing with the roll effect. So let's say we want to glitch up that drum loop and add in a little bit of a roll as part of the drum loop. So I'm going to turn the roll on and repeat the same thing. I'm just going to do a quick loop at the end. So the first thing to notice is that it thinks the roll should be on when it shouldn't, so I'm just going to remove some of this automation. In fact, I might try that again. Keep it simple this time. So I'm going to add a lane and we can see the automation recorded in there. Now the first time round it played that automation back to me, but then it greyed out. So if you see in the middle, the automation here is greyed out or disabled, and we don't hear it when we get to this part here. If I hit the back to arrangement button, then we do hear the roll, but as soon as it's finished playing that roll, it turns itself back off again, unless I hit the arrangement button. So with other controllers, it does this when you turn one of the knobs in the session view or with the controller, and it basically means that you've controlled that parameter from outside, and it won't re-enable that automation playback until you hit the back to arrangement button. With this plugin, it seems to consistently do that with the roll effect, so it's permanently sending a value or something that's turning it back off again. It makes it quite difficult to repeat the loop and listen back to your effect. I'm just going to let that loop through one more time. It won't do it because I haven't clicked the button. So that should hopefully clear up what I'm showing a bit. I'm just going to do a slightly more complicated example. Let's say that we wanted to use the noise generator followed by the low pass echo from the scene effects. Slightly convoluted, but here we go. Now, of course, the scene effects knob, the main knob there, is one control. So we need to also record the pressing of the noise button and the LPF echo button for it to know which effect to apply. I'm just going to hit record and do that in a moment. Let's turn noise on. Now go over to LPF echo. Adding an automation lane to show what's happened. So what's happened here is it's recorded 4 tracks, which is the noise button, the LPF echo button, the scene volume, and the X-pad position, which is actually not used, so I'll remove that. Now, the noise button and the LPF echo button, they've both been disabled because they've played through already, which is the same problem as what I was just saying a moment ago. And as such, if I keep clicking the button, we can hear it do what I did originally, so I'll do that. But as you can see, every time, unless I click the button back again, it turns that automation lane back off around about now, which makes it difficult to repeat the effect that you've done. So hopefully this clears up a few things. If you're watching this video and you're not getting any recording happening at all, then that's something that was addressed in the plugin version 1.1 and firmware 131, which was released the other day. But I'll be interested to hear if you've got any thoughts about how to do this recording with a roll or with slightly more complicated buttons with the Seed Effects buttons. Okay, thanks.